So welcome everybody. Thanks for joining today's session. My name is Christian Müller. I'm in an organization within SAP that is called Customer Evolution, and we are focusing on our installed base customers, mainly from the old on-prem world, and supporting customers in the transformation to SAP Business Suite. And the Business Suite is now what is our cloud portfolio. As you remember, we had also the Business Suite 7, sometimes a little bit mixing up with the numbers, so it's important. We are supporting our customers in transforming their ERP Business Suite 7 system towards the cloud, and also S/4HANA in a hybrid landscape. Let me start a little bit with some history. And looking at the transforming business of the digital area, what happened in the past, how we can learn from the past, what we are offering in our organization and the customer evolution. As I said, we are supporting installed base customers in their transformation. We have a program or a couple of services that are free of charge, what we are offering our customers. And we also offer commercial things that help customers in their transformation. That's called bridge offers that help to extend a little bit the time in between if customers need more time because they have complex landscapes and so forth. And so that's why we have this bridge offers available. And afterwards, we can also have a little bit Q&A if there are questions at the end. What I also did, I implemented a lot of links in my presentation because we will share the presentation later on with you, so you can get the more insight, more details afterwards when you're at home, and a lot of stuff to read through and so forth. Hope it will be valuable also for your transformation processes. So let me start a little bit with history. When we talk about transformation, this is not new. Actually, Josh Greenbaum mentioned it in the morning, 2027, SAP founders. They had the idea to have different functions in IT integrated in one single software. So FI, CO, later on the HR systems, they were all integrated. And that was the original idea. And then we started with the R2 system. That was the first real large software we offered, and then there was the significant increase in adoption by customers with the R3 system, with the client server-based architecture. Later on, then we offer the Business Suite that complemented these HR, FI, CO, and so forth with CRM, APO, and so forth. Then we introduced the S/4HANA based on the HANA database. That was also introduced by SAP. And then came the Intelligent Enterprise, and now we are today at the SAP Business Suite. As I said, we are probably using pretty similar wording for total different things. Anyway, we are at the verge of the Business Suite and in the verge of the AI-driven business. And there have always been transformations in between. Minor ones, bigger ones, but they were all driven by technology and also had the requirement that people changed their behavior and mindset. And it's very important. What I've actually made a little bit up my mind over the years. And when I was starting at SAP, it was 1996, there was the big change from R2 to R3. And there were a lot of customers from the old R2 world. They were quite reluctant to move to the client server area. So there were IT managers, they were used to the mainframe infrastructure. And when we came up with the client server idea, they struggled, by the way. And the reason the arguments they had was about, I cannot give all my employees a laptop on their desk. Who should be able to control that, right? And then there was also an argument because we had this, when we see the change from here, from a more transaction-based interface to the graphical interface where people at their desk were using a mouse. In the past, they were all running transactions. And so, for instance, in a manufacturing shop floor, if they had taken out material out of, they just wrote it down on a list, and in the evening they took the list, gave it to the data entry people, and they entered it via transaction code into the SAP system. Of course, that was very fast compared to if they would have done it with a graphical interface and with a mouse. However, the future, a couple of years later, the people in the shop floor, the blue-collar worker, they were also using the R3 system, using a mouse or even a scanner. Nobody had to enter the data anymore. With a scanner, with a mouse, they were really on-time data in the system, real-time data in the system that made the process much faster. So the business has changed, the behavior has changed, and of course the way how SAP looked and has delivered the software has changed. So what is important that we can learn from history, but we should not predict the future with yesterday mindset. And there are a couple of very prominent stories in the history, like I think it was the founder of IBM in the 1940s, something like that. He predicted that the world will never use more than 4 computers, something like that. Today, everybody is wearing a computer in his pocket, right? So this is important that we should always be open-minded and think about the future. So that's where we are today. We are at the Business Suite 2025 Plus with the Business Technology Platform, with the process-oriented Cloud ERP, with the AI supporting FI agents, large language models and everything around it. You can hear it in every presentation today within the ALM Summit, because AI is what we hope or we predict will support us in the future. So, what will be next? We do not know. However, we should stay curious, open-minded, and should be able to shape the future. So, transformation, as I said, this is an ongoing process. It happened in the past, and it will also happen in the future. So, we are offering a program that is called the Customer Evolution Program, and that consists of different kind of services or tools and also documents. The first one is called Mapping Your Journey to SAP HANA Cloud Private Edition, a practical guide. That is a booklet that explains the most prominent words, the abbreviations SAP is using. For instance, if we are talking the clean core, it explains what the clean core is all about. This is very useful stuff. I have also a link in one of the next slides where you can download it. And it's like a dictionary that supports really C-level, that supports people in consulting, because you do not know everything about all the different topics, and here this is a good kind of dictionary. Then we also provide the Move to Cloud ERP curriculum. This is in the frequent online session, which is also available offline via a YouTube channel. I will also show you a little bit more in that. Then we provide so-called adoption catalyst events. These are local events jointly with our local user groups all over the world. So in Europe with the different user groups, in Germany with the DSHE user group, US with the ASAC and so forth. So these are usually events where customers invited, they can register, and then we have usually 20-25 customers, and it has more a workshop character. In the morning it's more presentation focus, and in the afternoon it's workshop character. And the good thing is, or the positive thing here is that customers can upfront provide what kind of content they would like to get discussed during this day. Then we have the so-called Customer Evolution Kit, and you can see the sessions or what we offer, if it's a document or this event, the customer evolution kit, they are following the different phases where customers are. For instance, if a customer is on the very early stage, is a pure on-prem customer, ERP customer, has not made a decision yet towards what direction they will go, if they want to go towards S/4HANA on-prem, to the public cloud, to private cloud. So we provide a so-called customer evolution kit that is an engagement over about 14 days, so not full 14 days. They're a daily engagement of 3-4 hours. And at the end, customers get a little bit an insight, a glimpse where they could go for, where they are today, what would be the efforts, where are the low-hanging fruits, where they can gain the fastest value out of the new world, and so forth and so on. Then we have commercial offers, so-called cloud transition bridge offers. If customers cannot make it on time, because we have end of maintenance dates, and if they cannot make it on time, then we provide additional things like extended maintenance. We provide for cloud solutions and also for S/4HANA solutions extensions for additional years that customers, if they need more time because they have complex landscapes and so forth. And what is new, what will be rolled out soon, is the so-called GAIN program. That is a set of tools, and the sender, the gravity of all these tools is the solution is the application lifecycle management, not the solution manager anymore. It's Calm, of course, and there are a couple of tools around that are all GAIN or artificial intelligence infused, and that are supporting our customers during the transformation process. So I dive a little bit deeper into what I was talking about. This is mapping your journey. This is this document with this QR code. You can indeed, let me try it with my phone here, if it still works. I hope so. So with this code, then you will get access. You're right. Then it's mapping your journey. Then it's a document. It's also available as PDF. You can download it, and very useful stuff. I think, and a very good thing to read. We had more than 230,000 downloads already, so it's well adopted, and it's really a cookbook, a handbook for decision makers, but also for people who are just need a little bit guidance on one or the other topic. Does it work? Very good. Okay, the other one is, I mentioned, is this webcast series. As I said, these are sessions. We had now more than 130 different sessions, all around transformation topic. Some are more technical ones, the others are more general overviews and so forth. And we had more than 50 sessions delivered. This runs about since 2 years, something like that. And it's still ongoing. All the sessions have been captured, and there's a YouTube channel, and I can also try to open the link here, and then we can see if it works. Right, these are all the sessions I was talking about, and you can see here when it was captured a month ago, how many views, 400, 500. And there are a couple of sessions with more than 1,000 views, so I would predict these sessions are the ones that are quite important. As you can see, it's about 45, 50 minutes, something like that. And they all cover specific things. So adoption insight services. Let's just try how it looks like.
And
let's a little bit move forward.
Dzień. Dobry wieczór, niezależnie od tego, gdzie się teraz znajduje.
Korzystania funkcji i pomiarów dla naszych klientów globalnych i regionalnych.
Seems we have also different languages. Anyway, these are the sessions, and you have the chance then
bardziej sensowne jest prognozowanie zużycia na
to access these different sessions. Actually, they should all be in English. Maybe I had some switches for different languages. Anyway, so these are the sessions available and quite useful stuff. And I heard also from our partners, consulting partners, that they are using these sessions for kind of training purposes. So good things, and it's really worth to be shared. Okay. Next slide. This is the Adoption Catalyst event. That's the session where we host with customers. These are also free of charge sessions, on-site sessions, usually in SAP locations, and this is by registration. So we usually announce it via our user groups, and then customers can register, and then there are on-site sessions with a more workshop character, and that also allow networking with other customers and also with experts from SAP. So this is the customer evolution kit, and also here this is as you've seen before in the different phases. This is really for customers that have not made a decision yet. They are usually pure ERP customers, and it starts all with the kind of an engagement or early preparation, where we get in touch with the IT, with the responsible people at the customer side, and we have a little bit of conversation, so we can a little bit position them where they are today, where they want to go to. And what we also see quite often is that the customers' line of businesses, they are quite reluctant with the new SAP world. It's like in the past where they were reluctant to go from a transactional code-based software to a graphical-based software. It's also here that the people who have to work with the SAP system, they argue the S/4HANA system is just the same as the old ECC system. It's just old wine in a new barrel, something like that. And with this simulation tool, it's really a simulation where customers can then play with around. It's like, say, always like a monopoly, where they have different departments. One is a purchasing department, the other one is a sales department, and they can play around a little bit with an S/4HANA simulation tool, and they see the interface, they see how it works, not transaction code anymore, but more process oriented. And usually this is an eye-opener for the line of business very often, where they see, okay, indeed there's a new kind of software, it's a new way how to work with, and usually it takes 1.5 to 2 hours, and we always have to stop it because people are so into it that they don't. It's playing a little bit of game, but we have to stop it because people find it so inspiring. It's a really good start and an eye-opener. Then we also provide Signavio Insight. So customers don't have to purchase Signavio. It's a light version where we select just one process or one area, where we just check the processes, and then we do also IT architecture sketching with based on Lean IX. And then also very important, maybe one of the most important parts are the readiness check. So the readiness check supported by the Cloud ALM gives a little bit an insight where customers are today, where customers want to go to, because based on the information from Signavio and from Lean IX, we know a little bit the future target architecture, and based on that, then we can also do with the readiness check where they are today, what are the efforts, what are the efforts they have to do, where are the low-hanging fruits, where they can gain the fastest and the easiest way of additional value when they move to cloud, to S/4HANA, and so forth. So, and to make it short, at the end we have it for different solution areas. This is just an example. It's for HR, for logistics, and so forth. And at the end there's a closing session, and with this closing sessions, customers get just a summary of potential action points. It's a foundation for the next steps. This is what this service is all about, and here the customers can register. they get then contact, or will be contacted by SAP, by our experts, and then they will set up this entire process. So, as I said, quite helpful for customers that have not made a decision yet. And this is not final yet. It will be rolled out soon, planned for the next couple of weeks. This is a set of tools, mainly around the application lifecycle management, around Calm, where we offer additional tools and existing tools. They are all AI infused, and these are all tools that are surrounding the support of our customers' transformations. So these are the business bridge offers, and these are the commercial offers where we allow customers to extend their maintenance phases. This is just an overview about our 3 maintenance phases. As you know, we have the mainstream maintenance, we have customer-specific maintenance, and for some of the solutions, we also offer extended maintenance. Mainstream maintenance means the full-blown support, legal changes, functional updates, security patches, and everything what customers get through their support contracts with us. There's a message from SAP. The strategy is SAP support never ends. Subsequently, after mainstream maintenance, usually the customer-specific maintenance follows. However, this is very restricted. There are no legal changes. There are no updates anymore. If customers are running in an regulated industry, if customers are running an HR system where they need text changes, updates, and legal patches over the year, this is more or less a no-go. However, some of the solutions, and now for the Business Suite 7, we will also offer so-called extended maintenance. That is just additional 3 years of more or less the content of mainstream maintenance. So that is the maintenance, or these are the maintenance timelines. As you can see on the upper row here, this is the ERP, or the Business Suite solutions. And very important, customers that are on the lower enhancement packs, they do not get mainstream maintenance beyond 2025. So this year is the end of our mainstream maintenance. Then, subsequently, there is customer-specific maintenance. As I said, support never ends. For the higher enhancement pack, 6 to 8, it runs, or mainstream runs until 27, with the option of extended maintenance until 2030. Customers that have the ERP system in the private cloud, they automatically get extended maintenance until 2030. It's included in the subscription fee. They don't have to do nothing, so it's covered until 2030. And then there's a so-called transition option. This is a new offering that was announced mid of this year, and that also allows customers to extend for another 3 years if they are in the cloud, if they are on the HANA database. They then can also extend the ECC part of the ERP system until the end of 2033. ECC means there's no SRM, no CRM. It's not the full-blown business suite, only the ECC, FI, CO, and so forth. That would also be covered until the end of 2033. Transition option is more or less foreseen for large customers with really complex landscapes. We do not promote this transition option, by the way. It's not that we would like to extend endlessly. It's only really for customers that for some reasons they still need additional 3 years, and it's certainly not cheap. It's a costly option, but some customers need it, and that's why we offer this also for our customers. If customers are on an S/4HANA on-prem or private cloud world, there's also a mainstream maintenance timeline. And as you can see, 2020, the release 2020 runs out of mainstream maintenance by the end of the year. And for these customers, we offer so-called Safekeeper engagement, which also extends the maintenance. It's a little bit more. It's in the service engagement that also includes the maintenance coverage for another 2 years. So yeah, these are the 3 options as the bridge offers: again, this is the extended maintenance for the business suite. Customers can opt in for additional 3 years of maintenance until 2030, because end of 27, mainstream maintenance runs out. Customers that are on S/4HANA, they can move their system to a cloud environment, to RISE, and then also get additional 2 years of maintenance or coverage of that also includes maintenance. And as I was just shown, if customers are on the business suite and 2030 is not enough, then they can move the ERP system. It's like lift and shift, old ERP into a cloud environment. It requires a HANA database, and then for additional 3 years, they would also be able to extend the ERP until 2033. But that's only available in a cloud environment. So, and also the application lifecycle management, also the old solution manager, that is also affected by the maintenance strategy. And we have also end of mainstream maintenance for the solution manager, end of December 31st, 2027. And what does it mean in terms of solution manager? So as you can see, the Solution Manager 7.2 is the latest version, of course, runs out of mainstream maintenance by the end of 2027, like our ERP business suite. For the operations part of the Solution Manager, we do not offer extended maintenance, only customer-specific maintenance. For the Solution Manager implementation and the ITSM parts, there's also extended maintenance available, and until 2030. And afterwards, of course, it also turns into customer-specific maintenance. I'm quite often asked, what does it mean, customer-specific maintenance for the Solution Manager? Of course, customers still can use the Solution Manager. The functionality is still there. There are no updates anymore we are offering. Customers, and it's also important, to also during customer-specific maintenance, customers still can open tickets. What we do not do, we do not fix new issues, only already known issues where we have already knowns and so forth available. Practically, it's very, to be honest, I do not know any case where an old mature system like the business suite or like the Solution Manager, where we see new issues coming up or severe issues coming up, because they are really covered, and if there's a minor thing, and there is usually always a workaround. But anyway, the full-blown support will be only available with extended maintenance. And of course, if customers are choosing the add-on, the Focus Run, it's under maintenance. And of course, Cloud ALM is always, because it's a subscription, and as long as the subscription runs, it's fully covered by the maintenance. For all these details here about the mainstream maintenance, what does it mean for the Solution Manager and so forth, I have also added some links here. These are the links to the respective notes, and where you can read all the details. What does it mean in terms of what we deliver, what's not delivered anymore, and so forth, and so on. Okay, these are the different scenarios. It was just what I was talking about for the business suite and for S/4HANA. If customers are on a business suite contract, they still have the mainstream maintenance. If they opt in for extended maintenance, it automatically covers also the Solution Manager. As you know, Solution Manager has no own licenses. It always depends on the maintenance contract, and it just follows the maintenance contract. And if the solution is a cloud solution, so the Cloud ERP Private Edition, it's all included in a subscription. So customers do not have to apply or to pay extended maintenance. It's all included in the subscription fee. And yeah, this is just to summarize again what I was talking about. This is the final slide, and we have still 14 seconds for Q&A. No, we still have more because there's no subsequent session right after. If there are questions, I am still here. Let me go back to one slide. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's enhancement pack. As you know, we have different enhancement packs, and customers that are on the business suite or on the ERP6, that are on enhancement pack 0 to 5, they have no option for extended maintenance. By the end of the year on this lower enhancement packs, the system turns automatically into customer-specific maintenance. For the higher enhancement packs, we offer mainstream maintenance until 2027. If there are no questions anymore, I wish you a pleasant summit and happy lunch. Thank you.